And we now have the opportunity to move forward in many, many different directions. It can become something where we can get the football games back on television. It can be where we can get all the local community meetings on TV. You know, for the big thing for me has always been, we have the East Side meetings for the Business Association during working hours. I can't be there. I'd love to be there. But if it was on community access, I can set my tape player at home to tape it. I can get home and watch it at my leisure. We have our Crime Watch meetings. Now, some of them people don't want to be known in the community because if you're like me, you know what crime is in Flint. You know where the problems are. And a lot of these people don't want to be known. But I would love to sit down and see what happened at the meeting. The school board. You know, we make decisions on who we're voting for the school board. Do we really know what they've been doing in the meetings? It'd be great to have those meetings on public access for everybody to see. With the hopes, the dreams, with the lemons that we've been served, we've got some opportunities to make some lemonade. And it's going to take support from the community to help us make some sweet lemonade. That little bit of sour and that lot of sweet. Call us at 810-239-2901. Let us know you support public access. We want to move forward. We're going to move forward, but we're going to need some help.
You know, I remember not too many years ago, there was a trend in the news industry to nationalize weather, where we wouldn't get a weather report, say, from a studio on Lapeer Road or out in Clio at the WEY. They were all down in Atlanta, and they would just read different newscasts, and then they would channel that up to our local news affiliates. And people were outraged. They were outraged that this type of program was being shopped into their community when it was something that should have been local. Well, without public access, everything you get will be shopped in. You need to have public access to create local programming. The affiliates can't do it. They cannot dedicate the time to community activities like in the NAACP's Freedom Fund Dinner. Can't do it. The Juneteenth celebration, which almost generates 16 hours worth of programming on public access. It would never be seen on a regular network. The Kwanzaa celebration, 7 days of celebration shown on public access in its entirety, again, would never happen on a network or an affiliate. Public access allows us to do things that would ordinarily cost thousands and thousands of dollars. It's an equalizer. It equals the playing field. It gives us a voice that we would otherwise not have.
You know, doing public access has given me a few benefits. Most of them is people listen. You know, when you're a lone voice out there crying in the wilderness, people don't listen to you. I'm not saying I'm famous. I'm not saying I'm any more important than anyone else. But this has given me a little bit of edge. It gives me a little edge when I go down to city council. Because if you've been down there, and it's not intentional, it's just the way the system works. If you don't have anything behind you, you're not going to get anywhere. If you don't have a way of getting other people to get off their duffs and call your council person, I have it. I can come on here and talk to people in the community and say, hey, this is what's going on. These are the people that are doing it. Here's the evidence. This is what has helped me. Because when I go down there, I'm just like any other Joe Smuckatelli that gets up there to speak. But now, if I get down there and I don't get a good response, or at least a response back, I come back on here and I can talk about it for a whole hour. And there's people in the community that will listen. You can do this too. Anybody can. Doesn't take a lot of money. Under our new program, for at least a little while, there's going to be no way for people to get involved in community access unless they're going to have somebody else produce their show for them. We would love to get to the point where people can again get involved to where it doesn't cost them, or at least cost them a minimal fee to be able to do this.